Me. It's the happy medium at Phoenix Rises, and today we're gonna have a little health session. Okay, I was obviously on the scroll like everyone else, and I caught a glimpse of the Ariana Grande pedal video. I don't know if it's trending, but we are definitely fixing to talk about it. Trigger warning, this is about body issues. This is about like body dysmorphia. This is about self consciousness. This is about feeling judged. This is about seeking approval. This is about body image issues. So, if that's a triggering subject for you, I'll give you the time to move out of it. But I think it is very important. I'm gonna request and pretty much demand that anyone who joins in on this video does not make negatory comments or body comments. It is the subject, but it is I'm not gonna let it get carried away in the comments with people body shaming. Hello, darlings. Hello. I do have a bit of a glow. Had a good day. So this is for those who are not feeling their glow and did not have a good day. So, when I say the Ariana Grande pedal video, I'm going to give you the short version of it in case you watched it, and I do know that this is going to cause people to watch it more, but maybe watch it from a different set of eyes. So, the topic is she's stepping away from the spotlight, like just withdrawing. A famous person having to just take a seat. The girl's 33, okay, and it's due to the fact that her looks, it's about looks, and her looks are being scrutinized because she's on the thin side. I'm on the thin side. Now, we all know it's not nice to call someone fat. It's not nice to talk about someone looking like busted biscuits. But when someone's on the thin side, we feel a little freer to like say that, comment that. The feeling, it doesn't matter if it's a gender thing, a size thing, a color thing, a thing. It's a thing. And it's about image. It's about how you feel you're being treated because of your image. There's too big, unhealthy, and there's too small, unhealthy. But there's also bringing it up all the time. There's also making people feel like that's their value. And honestly, the beauty industry has done a criminal job on attacking all of us, on brainwashing all of us, on making all of us feel like we're just not good enough. We're already too old. We're already too wrinkly. We're already too dried up. All of it. Like, your eyes are too big, your eyes are too small, your lips are too big, your lips are too small, your ears are sideways. Like, we're always criticizing. And so the video is she's auditioning for like a movie, right? And she's in front of a panel of judges, and they're all men, and they're like all old men in suits, kind of grossly. And no matter what version she is, they keep stamping not good enough on the thing. It's to where it gets to the end, and the last not good enough, no matter how many times she comes in, she just freaks out, and she takes a chainsaw to them and she chops them all up. And then after she chops the panel of judges up, she walks back out to the audition room where the ladies are, and they're all clapping for her. In one way, it's interpreted that she still is seeking that approval, but in another way, it's like saying she got rid of the critic. No one's criticizing us now. That the step away from the spotlight is a desperate need to get rid of the inner critic. It's time to get rid of the voice that's saying, you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. That angle is not right. That lighting is not good. That whatever. We spend a lot of time worrying about how we look, like not just how we're dressed, but how we look, how our facial expression is. I do not have that information just yet, but we're always self conscious of how we look, and the human body is not wired to take the judgment of, say, 10,000 people at once. We're biologically not wired to have that happen. So when 57 million people are watching you and judging you and commenting on your every angle and shape and size, of course it has a negative effect. Of course it's affecting the mental health. Of course it's tearing a person up from the inside. I have a I have a fit body. Like, I don't have issues. I don't have extra weight. I don't have extra body fat. According to a lot of people, I have a nice body. But I, the one with the body, am always seeing something wrong with it. I'm like, I'm too thin here. I don't like this, I don't like that. So much so that situations that are normal for other people, like let's go on a date and have dinner together, um, sounds like a hellish nightmare to me. If we're sitting across from each other and I'm chewing food and you're chewing food and you're watching me eat while I'm talking, I, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. Like it sends me into sensory overload. There are the people that are just like that. There are people who binge and purge, they take it in and then it just comes out on its own, or there are people who don't eat at all, or there are people who have such a hyper anxious personality they don't think about eating, they don't remember to eat, they kind of bypass it. So if you're on the thin side and you're struggling with that, there are two really good tips you can take. So the stress of mastication, chewing, like you literally get tired from chewing. You can drink the meal supplement drinks like Ensure or Boost or whatever. It's the meal supplement, not the chalky whey protein muscle building kind. I'm talking about the kind for like senior citizens, and it has extra vitamins in it. So you can bypass having to chew and get that kind of appetite worked up. You can just drink it, and then there's still nutrients in it. And the second thing is you have about a 20-minute window when you actually feel a hunger pain and your body's giving you the signal it's time to eat. Have something around you, a snack, a bite-sized something, and in that 20-minute window, try to eat. Make sure you get something to eat during that time. And and then as long as you have a little bit of something, then you're not gonna starve to death. You're not gonna die. Like you'll eat when you're hungry, but just sometimes this the signal isn't really connecting. So, and then in the reverse, there's large people who almost never eat because they're worried about being seen eating. Like when they are eating, they feel judged for eating, or the clothes they're wearing. They feel like people are talking about them when they walk by, or people are just they're judging, and people are judging, and that's because our society is constantly saying, basically, if you're pretty, you're gonna have a better life. Basically, if you're skinny, you're gonna have what, more suitors or more money, or just be happier, healthier. Yes, being fit is good for you, but I'm talking about thin. I'm talking about like very unhealthy, underweight, thin. A lot of people struggle with general dysmorphia. Used to be big, then got thin. Used to be thin, then got large. We're we're our own worst enemy, to where honestly it's when you look in the mirror and you just feel not pretty, and then you scroll and you troll. I know you all see the exact ones I told not to be in here running their mouth in the comment section because they need to. But I don't usually struggle with my self-esteem because I don't go around people who make me feel like I'm not good enough. Because one, consider the source. Who are the people you feel judged by? And two, are you judging yourself the way they're saying it? Do you even know them? Does it matter? But like I said, not wired to have groups of judgment all at once. So on a celebrity level, when somebody says I need to take a break, or they take a break for their own health, and then the speculation runs wild and it gets worse. Imagine how you would feel. It's easy to like run someone down, especially if you're not going to be put in that position yourself. But like, what if the camera was turned around? Honestly, what if the people who were calling people ugly were being viewed? They would feel some kind of way too. It's not all right to talk about each other's bodies. It's honestly, when you make body comments, it shows some degree lack of intelligence, because a body is something someone can't help. You're going for low hanging fruit. You're taking you're pulling punches. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to talk about someone's body, their face, their hair, their size. Like I said, their color, their shape. It's easy. It doesn't take much thought, but it also doesn't take very much effort to just not be a piece of shit, or to not mind your words, or just have compassion for others. It's not that hard to not judge other people or make them feel weird and self-conscious and uncomfortable around you, because that's a projection of something going on. if you do find yourself around a lot of people who make you feel that way, you should weed those people out. You should get away from them. um, the kind of friends group that lets you know, well, we're kind of semi supportive when we're all in the same room, but when you're not around, we're definitely talking shit. We're in a group chat without you. Well, then they're not your friend and you're not losing anything. And honestly, they're gaining something from you, or why would they keep you on? Hello, darlings. Hello, star seeds. To those who stay beautiful, stay in the light, stay nurturing yourselves, stay being positive with others. And the point of the message is those who do suffer feeling like you're in the wrong body or you're in the wrong place, you're in the wrong time, you're not. Change your mind, change your life, because you deserve to feel comfortable in the body that you're in. You deserve to be comfortable in your own skin. You can always change your body parts, all right? If you don't like your boobs, you can buy new ones. If you don't like your nose, you can get a nose job. There's all these things. You can, I guess, slice and dice yourself to become whatever version of pretty you think is the one for right now. But makeup trends are always changing, and clothes are changing, and styles and cultures changing. So why would you have something permanently done for a temporary trend? It's not important for you to look like everyone else. Be yourself. Sorry, there's a wire over here, kids. If you see the flickers of light, that's what's going on. There's an extension cord over here that's kind of dangerous. I call this house a haunted mansion because I swear it's an inherited situation and there's like old candlesticks, chandeliers, creaking furniture. It's got the whole 9 yards. I think there's even some ghosts in here. It's relatives that won't leave. You know how that goes. Folks, this is going to be a short message. I am not doing tarot, but I could if it was necessary. And to you, good sir, I'm sorry that I left the door open on the last one. I hope everything went okay, because it took a little bit for me to close it, and that's why that reading was taken down, because it was like stuck in between worlds. I don't think that was the solution we were needing. But speaking of bodies, again, talking about bodies, talking about being health conscious. It's okay to want to be healthier, but it is not okay for it to become an obsessive thought that your life would be better if you just cut a piece of your flesh off, if you just put a stent in your legs and made yourself taller or something. You don't need to alter your dimensions to appease anyone. You just need to make peace with yourself. Honestly, look around at the world's beauty standards, and more often than not, the very thing that you want to get rid of, somebody else is trying to gain. Like, you want to get rid of your brown hair and have blonde hair. Blonde hair wants brown hair. You want full lips, the other one wants thin paper lips. You want big eyes, the other one wants round eyes. You know what I mean? People just think that if they had the opposite of what they have, they'd feel better. I'm going through that at a moment. A lot of us are. A lot of us feel like that it has something to do with our looks and nothing to do with the people who are judging on looks. That's the real issue. The real issue is, what the fuck do looks have to do with it? Okay, but like, skip ahead. Two pretty people meet each other and hook up with each other and just say they have drinks when they meet each other, and they both get like actually drunk, sick drunk, queasy drunk. They're on a boat or something. They get seasick while they're at it. Okay, well, how pretty is anybody when they're throwing up? How pretty is anybody when they have like a head cold? How pretty is anyone in labor? You know what I'm saying? The body situation is a very normal thing to feel like. Third party perspective, you just feel like you're being judged, but it's you judging you. It's a critic in your head. And like I said, this critic is absolutely fueled by this here monster, this screen right here, with the people talking, judging you, saying things like, are you a man? Have you done this? Have you done that? The question is, what fucking relevance does that have to anything that I'm saying? And again, I call them a little bit pervert people, because why are you really just asking what's between my legs? I don't know what it has to do with what I'm saying. The same as always focusing on my looks confuses me, because that means you're not really listening to what I'm saying. You're just looking at me. I don't think you were going to hear me anyway, so fuck it. But I'm going through it at the moment. Well, you know what, guys? I have a truly hard time eating in front of other people. I have a hard time eating in public. But to encourage you and to let you know, we're all human. I have a little cheesecake right here. Okay? Look, it's okay to eat. It's okay to be a person. So what if you're fat? So what if you're skinny? There's more fat people. There's more skinny people. You're not gonna die. You have to eat to stay alive. It's hard to not worry about it. But all you're doing is burning up mental energy. All you're doing is fucking yourself up. You're helping them hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It makes it harder for you to get better if you keep hiding it. Or if you keep not even saying, I have an issue with this. This makes me uncomfortable. Having a hard time facing it. Okay. That doesn't mean you shouldn't try. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do something about it. Whether it's total immersion, where you do what I just did, you just make sure you take a bite because fuck, you need to do it. It's like need to get a shot, right? So you have to get held down to get the shot, and the shit hurts, but it's to help you. Well, there's certain things like that where you know damn well it's not good for you to be having those thoughts, like those negative thoughts, those overly body conscious thoughts, to where you malnourish yourself, you binge and purge, you like secretly stress eat or don't eat, forget to eat, you justify not doing it for one reason or another because it freaks you the shit out, right? Right? So, you just keep doing it till you're not so stressed out. You do it till you're used to it. You do it till it's normal. Okay? It's a little dry. But I had every intent before I started this video to start talking about somebody else's body and the shit they're going through with feeling way publicly judged. In solidarity, as someone else who deals with these kind of issues, I can understand how freaked out she is and why it wouldn't be very comfortable to have someone talking about your body issues when you said I'm pretty much quitting the business over my body issues. Well, normalize eating, guys. Normalize having a little pooch. Normalize being a freaking person. Remember when the movies didn't require you to be a certain size? It wasn't like everyone was Kim Kardashian's little mutant. Everyone was actually their own person. You could be ugly and still be famous. Not anymore. Not anymore. You gotta be a size 2. You gotta be like 5'4", super blonde, European, huge boobs that could never fit on your frame. I think you could get away with being a K-pop singer. I don't know what that requires, but apparently a lot of sacrifice. Have you guys ever watched the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders tryouts? It's sick. It's sick. These women have Harvard degrees, scientifically proportionate bodies, and still they're getting told in front of a wide audience, you are not good enough. You have some butt cheek fat. Your boobs jiggle too much. Your kick's not high enough. You just don't seem perky and happy enough when you're out here being judged. Every time I feel a little bit down on myself to where I'm being way hypercritical, I will binge watch that show and be like, it's okay, girls. You're already somebody. Fuck these ladies. I had an English teacher who was an ex-Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. He was awesome. See that, guys? We did it. Have a snack. It's okay. Because you know what? At the end of the day, your goal is not to get to your grave looking all beautiful and shiny and new. The goal is to look like you barely slid into home base. Like, holy shit, they barely made it. It's okay to get fat and happy. Someone's going to love you anyways. If they only love you for your looks, looks fade. Everybody ages, okay? Everybody's looks fade. And there's no need to mourn your youth. Your youth is just what you didn't know. It's before you knew. And cynicism is what makes people feel old. You're only as old as you feel. What they mean is if you stay young at heart, if you stay uplifted. If you try to surround yourself with positive people and have a can-do attitude to some degree, you'll get better, even at the things that you're scared shitless of. Being scared of something is not a reason not to do it. I mean, yes, there's regular safety, like be scared of going to a burning building, but I'm talking about like public speaking, having someone see you eat, like whatever it is that you're just freaked out about, but to other people it's nothing. There's a way to get through it, and there's a way to do it. I know that this is more my loving community than it is the little hate bots. So be happy because it pisses them off. Kill them with kindness. Be you anyways. Be you anyways. It's fine. Don't let other people tell you who you are, because it'll make you confused. If that person is not around to give you guidance, then you won't know who to trust. You don't trust yourself, so you outsource it. And when you outsource it, if that person goes away, you stop trusting yourself. I am from the US. All right. If you want a tarot card, I will give you, what do you want? Pick a number between 1 and 7. The body shaming, the concern, the over concern with other people's bodies. That's where a lot of envy and jealousy comes from too. Is thinking if you looked how they looked, you would have the opportunities that they have, even though more often than not, it's not their looks giving them that opportunity. It's their location, it's their family, it's their status, it's their family status, it's their history. Like, it's not just their looks. Just one. Okay. Well, just one. I like that. You can take it off the bottom of the deck. See what's hidden deep up in there. Okay, just one. Just one. If anybody else wants a card pulled, give me a number between 1 and 7, and I'll get it for you. We'll see how this is gonna go. Did you get the X up off of you? All right, this card. Hang in there, bub. Hang in there. Let's see. Okay. Well, your one card is for patience. So would you like the other 6? Okay. We'll do it. The end of something. Let's see. We're just going right off the bottom of the deck. There's you, emotionally available. Oh, it might be the end of your rating. It might be the end of your rating. It is the end of your rating. How about that? The hang in there is be patient. And the world card's the ending. I know you're the King of Cups because I've done your cards before. The Chariot is forward movement. So happy. Yay. Yay. That is a relationship. That is a union. And that's a happy union. That's a good relationship, friendship thing. It could just be a friendship right now that like becomes a relationship thing. You have options. You have options. Thank you. You must have heard me thinking it, because I wanted to know, but I could kind of tell by the fact that it says you're moving on, that that's the reason you're going to get the happy rainbow relationship, because you know that you have options. You don't need to go backwards to the with the gym girl. Look, shouldn't see it coming. Didn't see it coming, or you don't see it coming. Have you seen her yet? Have you seen her at the gym again yet? Oh. Well, it does say you don't see it coming because you felt like you were juggling, because you were trying to decide. You're having a hard time deciding. But it is your destiny to move on from that. You are absolutely on the right track to where you should be going. Oh, because the little situation with the ex, that was an illusion. That was not a real deal one. Not your actual wish fulfillment. What's coming is what you're moving on from is going to be wish fulfillment. Right now, the situation is being balanced. Yeah. The gym girl is also the way that you got out of the situation with the ex. Gym girl is most likely getting out of a situation with the ex, and so things are getting balanced. Like she probably got sold a dream too. You know what I mean? There was probably some guy that she liked before too that was just. It's y'all could be marrying each other to the point. See this magician business. So how your ex is kind of like a witch, her ex is kind of like a magician. So they like, how do I put it? Like glamored them, sold them on a dream. She probably also got cheated on or broken up with. So she's honestly probably in the same stage that you are, to where she's like, I'm just gonna work on myself. The last time I thought this was Mr. Right, it wasn't. It was a trick. It hurt my feelings. Trying to regain their footing after such a hurtful thing, and just like your ex came back around, hers probably did too. Hers probably did too. Let's see. Hers probably also was like, where have you been? You're not chasing me anymore. So I'm chasing you. And in a runner chaser dynamic or a karmic situation, that's always, always, always what happens. At first, one of you likes the other one more. Is just like seems a little more vested or a little more open, right? And that one is the runner. You're trying to like get the attention, get the approval of the main one that you like. And it's like it's never quite enough. They're never quite impressed. They're never quite like they don't they're kind of deadpan about it. They don't let you know that it's working. But the minute you stop fangirling for them, they turn around like within a 3 day period most of the time. But sometimes one day, depending on how linked and toxic it really is. But most of the time in the runner chaser dynamic, first you're chasing the person. You're trying to get their approval. You're trying to like fill in the gaps, fill in the silence, figure out what's going on between y'all, and that's a tactic. That is a tactic. But the minute you stop doing that, and you're just like, I don't know, maybe I'm crowding them, maybe I'm being weird, maybe I should stop, they immediately turn around and start chasing you. And now you're the runner and they're the chaser. And that shit sucks. Break the loop. It's fucked up. It's karmic. Don't, don't, don't. Because you may think it feels, I don't know, maybe good to be chased by them, or that it makes you feel like finally there's some kind of turnaround or something, right? Like, oh, they learned their lesson, or they appreciate me now, or now they get it, now they see me. No, they do not. They want you to remain available. They want to keep control. They want to go back to basically cold shouldering you. They just want your attention back because you're really pouring into them. Like say you're with a person and they have a bad mood, and so they don't even have to say they're in a bad mood. You pick up on that and you start like babying them, trying to care for them and be like, you want a drink, you want a tea, you want to watch a movie together or something like that. And then in a way you're kind of coddling them, but to you it's your love language. You're loving on them because you're genuinely worried about them. You really do think there's something going on and that they're having a bad time. And so you're genuinely empathetic and sympathetic and loving on them. But this is a tactic. And they're doing it to get that out of you because that's the way they know how to get it out of you. And even if that cheers them up right then, a little bit later, for no real reason, something else has happened. And something else has upset them. And something else has gone wrong. Or they just don't feel good again. And if you start clocking it, it's like every other day they're not feeling good. No matter how long your day was at work, no matter how tired you are, no matter how sick you are, they're sicker, they're more tired, they worked harder, they hurt themselves worse. Runner chaser dynamic. And so they will burn up every bit of your vital forces. And once you're exhausted of seeking that approval and you just give up, like literally give up, there's no more in you to do this. Then they take notice and they breadcrumb your ass with the tiniest, littlest dribbles. Let me see if it shows it. Oh, they stealing. See, I mean, that's still from the bottom of the deck. They're stealing from it. And they come in hot. They come in all I want you back. I missed you. I've been thinking about you. They play the nostalgia card. Like, no one's, I've missed you so much. It's been so long. I was thinking about this. I'll think about that. But they're not. They're thinking about drinking out your cups, attacking your ass. They're thinking about going back to the manipulation. Like, this shows an attack, but really, that's their ass coming at you from every angle, every which way, to where they're gaslighting the shit out of you. They're projecting onto you. They're pretending like you're what's wrong with them. How the fuck are you the problem and the solution? I have definitely said this before to people. Which one is it? I'm the one hurting you or I'm the one helping you, because it's certainly not both. I can't be the bad guy and the rescue at the same time. You're out of your mind. Gym girl. Okay. So we clear that out. So, I mean, it's just telling a story from the bottom up. But you are forging ahead because of seeing what's going on there. You see your own value too. Like, there's no need in that business. And strength. You've got the strength to say no. No more to that. Which means, like, never again. That's why it showed being patient. Because, thank you very much. It shows you being patient and waiting for the real deal. Because you will have the strength and basically the intestinal fortitude to not be tricked by the type anymore. You're not going to get sold a lemon, if you will. You're not going to be, like, blindsided by that kind of narcissistic personality where they're only making you chase them because that's what makes them feel good. And that's how that happened. Remember, I said she was talking to multiple guys online, or just the one guy online, but he just must have had like a little more player to him, to where he talked a good enough line of shit, she believed him. And I forgot, you said he was younger than her, so she must have thought, oh, my childhood love, my first love, no, have the opportunity to do. And then it was a whole catfish. It was a whole actual freaking catfish. So Gym Girl is probably dealing with what you're dealing with, and she might not be fully broken up with Guy yet, or she's trying to just get her courage back. She's trying to get her body back because maybe she was with such a narcissistic douchebag that he was constantly criticizing her physique. Maybe he was comparing her to other girls. Maybe he was like, really saying and doing hurtful shit, or she's just wrecked in her mental space to where even if you liked her so much, you were bringing flowers and openly asking her, she wouldn't be able to receive it because, like, she's just not feeling confident right now. Yes, I'm talking about Gym Girl. Because the partner that you're getting is mirroring the same situation you're in. Like, the thing you just left, she just left. But, like, in reverse. Y'all are coming towards each other, but you're both working through the thing you just got through, like, just got over. Which was the runner-chaser situation. Okay, you've been working on your money? You've been working on work? Like, working on your resources? Because that's wise. You got forward motion. You're reinventing yourself, which is awesome, because you're dead set on moving on. You're dead set on moving on from that type of situation and person. And even if she begs at this point, it's not going to stop you for long. Moving on from that tower. Moving on from that shit, that hurt. That was not cool. With a new person. Okay, okay, look. Remember how I said y'all are going through the same thing? Look at the difference here. See how this one's a boy and he's got a staff, like he's on a journey, like he's going, he's already ended something and is on the other side of it, like new side. Now look at her. Look at her. She's almost doing the same motion and same activity, but she has a sword. See her sword? That means she's still in the fight. She's still cutting things off. She's still, like, clearing things. She's still cutting shit off type stuff. So, and that's post-tower. She might have just went through a breakup as well. Like, recent. To where old dude's coming back around, trying to holler at her, trying to see what's up. But she saw the truth, too. Yes, she's also dealing with a situation like yours. Yeah, y'all are mirroring each other. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And she's trying to get her confidence back up after the menagerie, but she's having to like you're moving forward in your journey and she's still trying to cut it off, like tell dude go away, quit, don't just call me for whenevers. Because she sees the truth. Just like you saw the truth about the girl. I don't know that Gym Girl is getting tarot readings, for help, but maybe she's talking to friends or maybe she's talking with family and they're cluing her in and telling her, look, you don't need this crap, you don't need this guy, you're better off on your own type thing. And so she's actually also seeing the truth, like in her situation. Boop, Knight of Coins. You got your Knight of Coins, so she could be, oh crap, but she could be like financially reliant on someone, maybe her ex. That happens with women a lot. She's not that old, but it could be like lives with a boyfriend type thing, or is reliant on parents, lives with parents or something. No, it could be lives with, like, lives with or something. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to move out? She don't live with someone? Does she live with her parents? This is not giving boyfriend vibes. This is like, is relying on someone for money, or like is trying to offer her money or something, or gifts maybe. Okay, so they don't obviously would not live together. Maybe it's offering her gifts. Her parents. Okay, that makes more sense. It just the Knight of Cups basically shows that her financialness comes from a male figure, and I don't automatically assume boyfriend, but like parents thing. Her parents are probably like, you don't need to be dating, don't be at the gym, it's not a place to be seen type thing. We got not wanting to be there. She's rejecting that. She wanting to do something else. Maybe she's ready to venture out on her own. Someone's put out of the house. Someone's feeling left out in the cold. Someone is feeling rejected and left out in the cold. Oh, your ex. Your ex is trying to energetically run block on homegirl. Ta-da! The ex doesn't like the idea of there being anybody else around here, so it's jealousy, like wishing injury on someone. I only know that because this part here means a rejection. And I know that you didn't ask Gym Girl out, so she didn't reject you. But I know that the ex is trying to get your attention at this point, and so that's the one you're rejecting, even if it's not out loud. And so since the ex is feeling left out in the cold, she's outside, it's snowing, you got the warm lights inside the house. Since she's feeling left out, it's like she's hurt. Remember when I said the other day that's the narcissistic injury? She's feeling rejected and hurt and blocked. So she is also trying to block anyone else from coming towards you. Trying to block anyone else from coming towards you. That's how that's happening. I don't know when you'll both meet again, because the ex is running block. Like, she's still trying to keep you from getting the offer. See what I was talking about? Okay, look. Can you tell by the direction he's facing he cannot get past this? The ex whose ego's hurt is blocking you getting an offer or making an offer to someone else. Not wanting you to make an offer to someone else. Not wanting you to make an offer to somebody who matches you. She's literally trying to block you from getting to your match. Look, remember I said you're working on your money? She's possibly working on her money too. But the ex who feels rejected, again, is trying to be a bully, is trying to block you, is trying to stop you from moving forward. She's doing work. She feels like she's the best you could get. So what could you possibly be digging around for? Like, what's taking you so long to answer her? It's making her very anxious. She's wondering if you've moved on. Yeah, you'll have to. You will absolutely have to, sir. Look, that's you're gonna have to end all the karmic bonds right where it says she's wondering if you moved on. You, sir, King of Wands, and you, sir, King of Swords, will have to go ahead and cut it off. Do cord cutting. You're gonna have to do cord cutting. Like, literally burn a twig or a stick or something. Yeah, you gotta do something. That one was not in here. Change was the next thing. Because you're trying to have this change, and she's trying to not let it happen. It's still justice. It's still coming in. No big deal. Like, you will still be happy. She's not gonna wreck that. She's not gonna mess it up with the other girl. She's just seeing the fruits of your labor. Like, maybe you're looking good from being at the gym or something, and she's trying to come in and hone in on that victory. Like, she just, like, okay, you don't have to give me the whole thing. Just give me a piece. Just, like, please. And she's trying to act changed. Like, I'm honest, for real, I'm different. But she's not. She's still all the drama, all the smoke, all the freaking issues. And you're an emperor. You have matured beyond this situation. That is why the other girl gym girl, who's probably just working on her money, she's probably, like I said, the empress, so she's maturing emotionally as well. Y'all are both clearing out the past of what has happened and making room for the future. Because this is what I mean by making room for the future, making plans for the future. I'm sure both of you want normal, healthy, traditional families. Not whatever this clearance rack ass behavior is. That's not appropriate. Because the real one also still matches you. She matches you in every category. She's emotionally mature like you. She thinks like an adult like you. She's not... She comes from a good home. She's not reckless. She's not all empty cup and begging for you. The ex is the beggar. Because the ex is still bound to that dang judgment. She didn't want it. She did, like... She's not accepting your rejection, right? But that's because she's still on her high horse. Up there thinking there's no way. You're like, you're not better than me. But it's still making her run circles in her mind. It's still making her question herself. It's still making her be like, what the fuck? Why? What did I do? And it finally probably just hit her that she did you dirty in the first place and does not deserve a second chance. And that's messing with her head. Like, for real, she's burdened by it, and it's stealing her peace now. Now she's freaked out. She cannot believe that she offered, because she's, like, on her high horse really still. She may have gotten knocked off of it a little bit because of that heartbreak, but the second rejection from you now is hurting more because she lost both guys. She didn't get anything with the little freaking friend boyfriend thing because that turned out to be a fluke. And then when she tried to come running back to you after the heartbreak, it's just a no-go. And you're like, no, I'm good. I have matured. I have healed up. I have moved on. I've worked on myself. And even if some of the things you didn't like about me were true, I fixed those. And I'm not interested in what's up. Because you became balanced. You like found yourself again. You know what I mean? And now you're guarded, rightfully so. You are rightfully so because your cup is overflowing. You are getting your blessings to where you can bless others even, and she is not fixing to get a seat at your table. Like, that's crazy talk. She was out here with friends talking shit about you, just lying, hanging with the homies, right? Whatever it is she was doing. She was trying to make herself out to be better than she really was. Like, putting on airs, I guess. Pretending to be something for her friends that isn't even true. She still has not changed. She's not better. She didn't grow or evolve or anything, but you're too protected, my guy. You're too protected because you got friends in high places. And we shed light on, see this? You see this? We shed light on these catfish ass bitches. Pardon the French, but I mean for real. You got friends in high places telling you she's down here low level talking crap with her friends like I can just do and say whatever because I'm hot shit. I have more friends than he does. Well, that may be true. But out of these 3 friends that are straight up gossipers, you got one friend, angel wings on the sunlight, because let's not forget, even the sun shines on you, my friend. Even Ra loves you. And so the higher realms got your back. You're way more protected than that. So no matter what kind of illusion she creates, or sweet voice she uses, or nostalgic woo-ha she was going to go with, it just ain't happening. Her friends are gossipers. Her friends misled her. And it was wishful thinking to think she was going to come running back to you. Yeah. Quite manipulative. That Queen of Wands there. To where you're the King of Wands and the King of Swords, right? Well, it means you got it going on. She was pretending to have it going on. Not quite right. She was immature. She took your offer and just kind of squandered it. She took the attention that you gave her. She took it for granted. She kind of just, oh, well, I can do better. Or there's multiple people talking to me, telling me how much better I can do. That's what that is. My friends are telling me I can do better, yada, yada, yada. So she does it. And guess what? Boom. The rules, karma, smacks her upside her head. Just, oh, is that right? Is that right? So he ain't shit? Okay. See if you can find him again. Out of 5 people, see if you can see 2 who are like him. It looks like she's literally like gone through a couple before realizing no one's going to be you. They're not going to see her in the light you saw her in. They're not going to feel like, treat her with that kind of honor that you were giving her, which maybe was not rightfully earned in the first place. But well, she's over here crying about what she's not getting. Your ships are coming in. And like I said, she doesn't get to sit with you. Sorry. Basically, Gem Girl has a safe seat next to you, or anybody else that's not this one, as long as this one knows she's blocked from, like, she can't. You don't keep company like that anymore. You have learned your lesson. You have moved on, and for whatever it took from you and whatever tricks you felt were played on you, those are over, and she definitely won't be able to trick you again. She won't be able to smooth talk her way in, or beg or count on your loneliness to do this drama here. No. The fish in the cup is fishy cup, but I straight call it catfish. Straight up catfishing. Because the cup is supposed to be a cup of love. Now, why the hell would there be a fish in a cup of love? If you drink fish water, it'll poison you, right? You would not drink out of that cup. So if someone's offering you a cup like this and there's a fish in it, some fish in that, don't drink that. That's river water. That is not clean water. Okay? You don't want that. Like I said, it may sound very mean of me, but you could catch something, man. Physical health, sexual health is not a joke. And for you, my good sir, once you give it away, you can't get it back, right? I mean, it's not devaluing yourself, and we kind of overvalue virginity in some ways. Like, oh my God, you're one and only. Fuck that. Who cares? It's one time. It's literally one time. It's not as grandiose a thing as you think it will be, and it's not a big a deal as you hype it up to be. It's just a threshold, a barrier, right? But there's a right way and a wrong way. And basically anything forceful, unwelcome, manipulated, or just kind of coerced into is wrong. It's wrong. You'll know when you're ready, and they'll know when they're ready. You should not take advantage of someone's vessel due to the fact that that's your essence and your energy. Like it's you want to keep it low mileage, if you will. You want to kind of keep it closed circuit, self-contained. That's why people feel like it's important to know each other's backgrounds, body count. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like geographical history, their family history. They want to know before two energies become one, where does this energy come from and what's it attached to? And where does this energy come from and what is it attached to? And I feel like the physical ability to hook up happens earlier than the brain is able to comprehend what said hooking up would mean. It's an alchemical process, and it's literally trying to figure out how your protons and neutrons are working while you're feeling the chemical release of that is not likely. And a lot of bad decisions are made during a euphoric state. A false sense of trust, a false sense of joy, a false sense of validation. To the extent that one can do drugs, I don't know if I could say the word or not, one can use a chemical substance that is an actual scientific copy of that same feeling of like ecstasy was invented for depression. Other things like fentanyl invented for anesthesia. These things were originally made to fix, cure, or heal something or mimic something that your body naturally makes but is not making enough of it or has ceased to make it. So it's a supplement. It's a chemical signature that looks just like that. So when people do mind altering substances and they have physical interactions with each other, a thing I like to call synthetic love happens. And it's far more intense than how people would naturally feel about each other because it's a drug fueled, chemically enhanced, again, alchemical process taking place to where these people may not even like each other, but the altered consciousness makes them feel connected. It's a shared experience, good or bad. They get addicted to the like bad experience. And so even with a crappy ex and no drugs involved, emotions are a chemical response to stimulus. So when you have memories of the ex or you reconnect with the ex, you're having a chemical response to this person. And so it's like messing with your dopamine and your endorphins and your chemicals and your oxytocin. And so there is real science going on when you have a in-person interaction with someone. A lot of subtleties going on, a lot of layers to it, but sharing your energy with people who will share with anyone is not healthy. It's like everybody touching the same cell phone, gas pump, credit card reader. Like you need to wash your hands. You really need to wash your hands. So don't be sharing your energy. Definitely don't open your heart space up to that. And if your heart space is not open to it, your body shouldn't be open to it either. What you consume is what consumes you. So you want to make healthy choices, right? Treat your body nice. It's the only one you get for all of time. Be very selective with who you let in your bed. Be selective with who you let in your home and your personal and private spaces. Be selective with who you share your sentimental moments with, especially if they're the type who will use them against you later. Love yourself first. Think of it this way, especially if you've ever went through like a hardcore rejection. They didn't pick you, so you picked you, and that's why you're doing better. Nobody else was picking you, so you did, and that's why you're doing better. So when a new person comes in, think of how much power you're giving up to them. You're giving them your self-worth. You're giving them your validation. You're giving them like your own self-approval by saying, am I good enough? Do you like me? Is this okay? You know what? Thank you, darling. I also have to go. We're at the 53-minute mark. What I'm saying is, guys, your self-worth should not be determined by who does and does not like you. You're good enough like you are. You're good enough. You're physically good enough. It's not your looks, damn it. Make peace with what you got, okay? There is someone for everyone. You are for you. That's how I know there's someone for everyone. I will take your last question, dear. Make sure that you're being gentle with yourself and gentle with others because there's really no such thing as constructive criticism. It's all just actually criticism. Yes, I will take your last question. And then I will make my exit, friend. I do still have these cards out if you need. I read through the deck one time and that one's a full story, so the story closes itself. And unless you have another question, it doesn't have to be closed. It is closed. And we're clearing and clearing. Yeah, what's the question? I never did get the Zoom link thing. I have no idea what to do, but I did say that I would make a YouTube email so that I can connect that, especially since my YouTube's the only thing I use. Actually, I said I can do a last question, but I have 0 battery left. So, like, this is going to close on us on accident. So I love you all, but I started being Sasha will regain my charm and the charisma like before. The charm loss. You didn't lose your charm. You just lost your confidence. She stole right out the solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Because that blind side was like a gut punch. And that's what took all your confidence. It will absolutely come back. It'll come back before September. I can guarantee that. We're going through Leo season. It's kind of cleaning up the residue on the heart chakra and definitely clearing up the root and solar plexus. So from the ground up, you're working on your sense of security, your own sense of safety, and then you'll be working on your sense of je ne sais quoi, your juice. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. And then basically, like September is the month of the Virgin. I don't mean that in any kind of pun way. What I mean is purified again, made new again. So the reason I say I can guarantee by September is because once the season changes and the leaves fall, your confidence will not only have been back, but by the time September gets here, you will be purified and just like feeling your shit, feeling refreshed, renewed, like you got it up off of you. So what you need to do during the fire season, while we've got you here, is the cord cutting. Burn that shit off. Because you have to get rid of what she brought in, whoever she was around brought in, who the people you've been in between. It doesn't even have to be like romantically. I mean like friendships and online, socially, things like that. You just have to do some cleaning. Like I use my selenite stick, like a little filter. Yes, the Zoom meeting. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. For now, friends, I have to go. Like I said, I would hate for this thing to die on us before closing. I love you all. I will be back tomorrow, preferably morning hours.